Good morning, students. So we'll start with chapter 7. Sorry, chapter 6. Towns, traders, and craftsmen. And this chapter is from history. And this is part 2, right? This is part 2. So, in previous previous class, what we discussed? Do you remember? What we discussed related to town traders and craftsmen? Anyone remember? We discussed about the heading, right? We discussed that like today's, like present day, like we have many different types of cities, correct? Different type of towns. Some towns are having temples. Just a minute. So, like present day, like we have many of the some places are known for their temple. Okay, some places like if you see Delhi, they are having administrative place. They are the administrative place. They are having political importance, right? So some places are having the religious importance. Some places are having the political importance. The same way, some places like if we see Mumbai is having ports. So the water communication, the water transportation is can be done by the ports. So that place will be basically for trading with the other countries through water transportation system. So like this, some of the places are having commercial importance, right? So like this we divided the places as per their importance, correct? We also discussed like we have Goa. So Goa, if we talk about Goa, we'll talk about the tourism, right? We'll go there, we'll see beaches, we'll see ocean, we'll enjoy. That kind of thing will be there in the Goa, right? So it is kind of tourist place. Now if we talk about Delhi, it is having the political importance, right? The administrative thing is, the administration is controlled from that place. We are having Supreme Court there, we are having Parliament there, right? So the political control is being done by that place, Delhi. So that is having political importance. Now if we talk about the place like Vrindavan, right? So Vrindavan is having a religious importance because we have the temple of Lord Krishna there, correct? So like this, like today's day, in the medieval period also, we were having the places with different importance, correct? Till here, anyone, any question from previous topic? Previous topic, anyone is having any question? Am I audible to everyone? Class? Am I audible? Okay. So, I think no one is having any question related to previous topic. So, we'll move ahead. Okay. So, our today's topic is administrative centers. Our today's topic is administrative centers. Now, these administrative centers, in your book, you have these topics courts or capital towns. Okay, so we are going to discuss this topic today. So, like if you see, for India, the capital is New Delhi, correct? So, administrative part is controlled or handled by that place, New Delhi. So, why capitals had been selected? Why capitals were needed? So, what happened? We need capitals so that from that place, the other places of that state or kingdom can be controlled. Correct? For that, in each state, there should be one specific place, no? From where, what happens? Like, see, in Bihar, we have a government of Nitish. Like, correct? So, today what will happen? Nitish, suppose the chief minister will likes the place. Suppose he likes the place Patna. Okay. So, he will make he will live there in Patna and he will do all his work from Patna. Now, some other chief minister will come and he likes some other place. Okay. So, he will stay there and he will control everything. Now, with this, what will happen? Everyone will have their own choice. They will live there and they will control everything from there. With this, there will be no specific place. Okay. Now, shifting will be problem. Now, many things will be there, which is there in the, like you have assemblies, legislative assembly, which is there in the capitals. Correct? You have parliament. Current government likes New Delhi. He is administrating the thing from New Delhi. So we have parliament there. Some other government will come. They will say, no, I like the place Agra. I will go to Agra and from there I will control. So he will take the parliament there. So do you think it is very easy work? It is a very problematic thing, no? Everywhere we need to make parliament then as per the choice of the leader. Okay? So we have capitals. Whoever will be there in the government, they have to work from that specific place, from that capital. Correct? Understood till now? Everyone understood till now? I need reply from everyone. Everyone has to be attentive, active when I am teaching. Okay? So, that is why we are having capital. Now, whoever will be there, whoever will be elected as a leader, they have to work from that specific place. Okay. So, like this, in every state, we are having capitals. Okay. From there, the leaders will work. Right? They will have their buildings from where they work. Like you have parliament in New Delhi. The same way you have legislative assemblies in the capitals. So like this, if you see the places, they need one specific place from where they can administrate, from where they can control the other things, where they can live and they can work. So those places were called administrative centers. Okay. So basically, today also we have capital for each state as well as for country. The same way, in that time also, in medieval period also, there were kingdoms and capitals. Okay, so kings used to select their capitals, and from there they administrate. From there they work. Now, if you see, when a place is administrative center, like we have New Delhi, so what do we have there? We have our buildings. We have parliament where all the MLAs and peace leaders sit together and they work. Yes, we have parliament. The same way the kings were having courts. Okay, the kings used to have courts. Like we have parliament today. In parliament, all the leaders will go, they will discuss, they will bring new rules, new acts, right? The same way, the kings used to call courts. Okay, they were having courts. So these places which are the capitals, okay, which are the capitals selected by kings, these capitals, there in the capitals king used to live, and from there they used to administrate, they used to work, they used to control other places. Okay. Yes, dear. The courts were there in the capitals. I told you. See, capitals were having their own importance. Okay. Ahana has asked that that time courts were also in capital. Yes, at the current time we are having capitals and leaders are working from that place. Same way, kings used to select their capitals. Okay, they were having capitals. Like we read in the Mughal Empire. We read in the Mughal Empire, right? That earlier they were having Agra as their capital, right? And later on it transferred, yes, to Delhi. So we discussed all this thing in our previous chapters. So the same way, they also were having, the kings also were having the capitals. Now they were doing their administrative work from these capitals. Okay. So these towns which were capitals, they were called capital towns. They were called capital towns. Also they were called port towns. They were called port towns. As well as they were called administrative centers. Also they were called administrative centers. Okay. So these were all names of that town. The town which was selected as the capital, kings used to live there and they used to do their work from that place. So that place was also called administrative center. It was also called capital town because that was capital, and it was also called port town because if kings are living there, then they are working there. So what is their way of working? What they will do? They basically, like today our leaders go to parliament and they discuss the problems, they bring new laws, new acts. The same way the kings were having courts. Okay, they were having courts, and in that everyone who were the workers, they used to be there, the ministers used to be there, and also the citizens, they used to come, they used to share the problem and all. So we have already discussed some some functioning of the kings of medieval period in our previous chapters. Okay, we already have discussed some kind of functioning, how they used to function. If you remember about Shah Jahan, right? About Shah Jahan we discussed all these things. How his court was there, how he used to work, right? We discussed about these things. Okay. So these places were capital, and they were also port towns because when it is capital, the king will be there, he will work, and he will set up his court where the people will come the common people will come. Also with his ministers and all, he used to work. Okay, till now anyone any question? Why the towns were called capital towns, court towns and administrative centers? Understood this topic? Why towns were called capital towns, court towns and administrative centers? Everyone understood? There is no question. If you have any question, you may ask. Okay? Okay. So I will go ahead with this. Now, if you see, we are discussing about the capital and court towns or administrative centers of medieval period. Now, in medieval period, there was one dynasty. We read about different dynasties. We also read about Chola dynasty in our previous chapter. So, we read about Chola dynasty. Chola dynasty was the powerful dynasty who belonged to South, who was ruling in the southern part of the India. Like, so we are going to discuss one of the town from Chola dynasty. Okay, so we are going to discuss about one of the town which is from Chola dynasty. Okay, so do you know, anyone knows the capital of the Chola dynasty? As we are discussing about the capital towns, right? We are discussing about the capital towns. So we are going to discuss about the capital of the Chola dynasty. So can anyone tell me which place was the capital of Chola dynasty? Can anyone tell me? Is there any intelligent one who can tell me the capital of Chola dynasty? Be quick if you know. So, Chola dynasty was a dynasty which was a powerful dynasty ruling over southern part of the India. Okay, ruling over the southern part. Okay, southern part is this part. Okay, this is the southern part. Okay, so I haven't got any answer till now, so I am going ahead. And be active, students, and please reply. Okay, Ahana has given the answer, and the answer is Thanjavur. Very good, Ahana. Thanjavur was the capital of Chola dynasty. Okay, so the Chola dynasty used to administrate from this place, Thanjavur. Okay. Now Thanjavur, if you see on the map, and please whatever I am teaching, go through that deeply, and for the further information you need to read the book also. Fine. So if you see on the map, we are having Thanjavur somewhat here. Okay. Somewhat here we are having Thanjavur. This Thanjavur in current time it is in Tamil Nadu. Current time it is in, at present day it is in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Present day it is in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Thanjavur was the capital of Chola dynasty and it is somewhere here. Southernmost part, okay, on the margin of the this southernmost part, the Thanjavur is located. Now, if you see, when we talk about this Chola dynasty, there were kings who were ruling. So, do you remember which kings were ruling in while this Chola dynasty? In Chola dynasty, which were the kings? Anyone? The kings were, if you see Raja Raja I, Rajendra I, these were the kings of Chola dynasty. I am only giving some of the examples, many more we have. So now I told Raja Raja I because we have to read about him. Raja Raja I, Rajendra I, these kings, Raja Raja I, Rajendra I, these kings actually contributed a lot. These kings actually contributed a lot to develop this town. Which town? Thanjavur. And Thanjavur is a capital town. You can call it port town. You can also call it administrative center. Okay. All the three names we can use for Thanjavur. Fine. Now see, these kings, Raja Raja I, Rajendra I, these kings contributed a lot to develop this Thanjavur. Okay. Now see, there was a temple. The name of the temple was Raja Rajeshwara. Raja Rajeshwara temple. Very famous temple of Chola dynasty. Raja Rajeshwara temple is a very famous temple. Now it is called, at current time, it is called Brihadeshwar temple. Okay. So this Raja Rajeshwara temple was very famous temple at that time, which was in Thanjavur, which was in the capital town. Okay, this was a very famous temple. Now this temple is called Brihadeshwara temple. Okay, so both the names you need to remember. Raja Rajeshwara temple, also Brihadeshwara temple. Okay. Now the thing comes, who built this temple? Who built Raja Rajeshwara temple? So this temple, Raja Rajeshwara temple, was built by Raja Raja I. So if you see the name Raja Raja I, or Raja Raja I is also called Raja Rajeshwara. Okay. Raja Raja I is also called Raja Rajeshwaram. Also he is called Raja Raja I. So Raja Raja Dev. All these names are there. So don't get confused when you get different names. Same king is there. So this Raja Raja I has built the temple Raja Rajeshwara. If you see the name is similar because king kept the name of the temple on his own name. Okay? Like this you can connect properly and you can remember. Fine. So Raja Rajeshwara built the temple Raja Rajeshwara temple, which was very famous temple in Thanjavur. Now if you see, Thanjavur was the port town, right? Capital town, administrative center. It was already having the political importance. The king was living there. The nobles were living there. If king is there, if king is living in any town, do you don't think that he will need security? Anyone can come and kill the king. Correct? So when king is living in the capital, army will also live in the capital. Yes, the king needs the army. Otherwise, anyone will enter and kill the king. So kings were there, his ministers, nobles were there. Now army was also there. Right? So if you see like this, the political importance of Thanjavur was there. Yes. Now the King Raja Rajeshwara I built the temple Raja Rajeshwara. Now this Raja Rajeshwara temple was a very famous temple. With this temple, now the people were, now that place were was having religious importance also. Yes or no? It was having the political importance. With the temple, it was having religious importance. And how many types of importance we read? We read 3 types of importance. Political importance, religious importance, commercial importance. Yes? And if we go to town, if we go to heading, in our heading also we have towns. In towns, we will discuss different type of towns. Then we have traders. Different type of traders, what kind of trading was done. Then we have craftsmen. Okay, what were the thing which was crafted over the place. Without craft, we cannot have trade. Can we have trade without craft? Something, trade means selling and buying of something. What will you sell? Something you have to sell. Either the place is producing a lot of grains, a lot of agricultural work is there, that thing can be traded. If the place is producing any kind of special crafts, that can be traded, right? So, like this we will discuss further. But now, till now we understood that Thanjavur was having the political importance. Thanjavur was also having the religious importance because Thanjavur was the capital and Raja Rajeshwara I built a temple, Raja Rajeshwara temple, which was a very famous temple, and with that it had the religious importance also. Till now everyone understand? Is there any question till now? Is there any question till now? If anyone is having any kind of question till now, please ask. Okay. So I will go ahead with the topic. Now see. This Raja Rajeshwara temple was dedicated to Lord Shiva. Okay. This temple was dedicated to Lord Shiva. These kind of questions may come that who built Raja Rajeshwara temple? To which god it was dedicated? Okay, this type of questions may come. Okay. So basically, here in the administrative capital, administrative center or the topic course of capital town, we are going to discuss about a place which was capital. Okay, so we have to go through the example. No, we have to understand some example. We have to read about some capital town. Then only we will understand that which kind of cities were this. Okay, so Thanjavur is our subject by which we will understand the capital of port town. So are you ready to go to Thanjavur in medieval period? Everyone? Everyone is sleeping in the morning. Feeling cold. I want reply from everyone, okay? So is everyone ready to go to Thanjavur? Till now I have given introduction about the Thanjavur, what were the things there. Now we will deeply discuss that things. Okay. And time is also Piyush Kumar. No man means you don't want to go to Thanjavur. Is there any problem in traveling to medieval period? Okay. See, when you are reading history, let me tell you one thing. When you are reading history, don't think you can remember everything or you can just memorize everything. You cannot do that. History is not the thing to memorize. You cannot remember everything. You have to connect the things with each other. Then only you can understand it. Connect the history from the present scenario. Then only you will understand. Otherwise, you won't be able to learn history. It is such a deep and lengthy subject. You cannot learn it. Everything cannot be learned. Okay. So imagine the things. When I am explaining, imagine the things. Oh, it was like that. Okay. So you have to imagine when you are reading history. Then only you will understand. So till now everyone understand the introduction of Thanjavur? Any question, anyone? I think there is no question. So time is also not there. We don't have time. Time is over. So I will end the class here only. I have given the introduction of Thanjavur, which was capital town. Now in next class, what we will discuss? Can anyone tell me what we are going to discuss in next class? We are obviously going to discuss about Thanjavur. What were the trades over there? Okay. Capital town we discussed. We discussed it was having political importance. We discussed it was having religious importance. But also we will discuss the commercial importance of the Thanjavur. Okay, which we will do tomorrow. Thank you everyone.